Calliope.
She was staying at your apartment.
You knew her. Better than I or anyone else suspected.
Are you implying that I had something to do with her death?
Prove you didn't. That's how idols work, isn't it?
Yes, prove. Oh shit. That's an interesting getup.
You hear that?
It's like a three-piece suit.
My house, little muse. You want answers? Fight for them.
Oh hell yeah. You're fighting with a muse.
Lost little girl, you shouldn't have come here. And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends. Go home, little girl. The shadows drawing near, and you all alone. We both know how this ends. Let's see how far she bends. We all know how this ends.
Thanks for the welcome, it's my first time here. You've made your feelings for me crystal clear. You play your show, I'll just go grab a beer. Didn't come here to quarrel with you. Love what you've done here, this place comes up well. You've nailed the theme, it really feels like hell. Guess you're not looking for new clientele. Just as well, that's a 5-star review. Let's try the easy way. Hear what I have to say.
They get younger every year. Little big shots that drift through here think they're bringing something new through the door. And you've heard it 1,000 times before. Honey, I've heard it 1,000 times before. Honey, I've heard it 1,000 times.
Why would I come down here and start a brawl? I'm just running out of time is all. If it's true that I'm just lost and small, why you keeping your guard up?
Now she's lifting rifts from Pan, so familiar, so secondhand. What a stock dime a dozen troubadour. Honey, we've heard it 1,000 times before. Oh, we've heard it 1,000 times.
Then I guess you've heard it all before. Gave it my best and then you slammed the door. Raises the question, who else you'd ignore?
They get
Stay
younger
in the dark
every
and fight
year.
your endless war.
The little big
Certain
shots
you can't be surprised anymore.
think they're
You know,
bringing
there's
something
someone else that I speak
new,
for.
but you've heard it.
Do you hear that?
Calliope,
If she had something to say, would you turn her away?
please don't do this.
You're lost, Persephone. You've buried yourself on stage in the blinding lights. You're hiding here. You ate a bad seed. That's not on me. Rotten too long, blossomed all wrong.
We change shape. In time, you'll see we all rot away into who we will be. Your youth wasn't stolen like it was from me.
Let me help you.
Don't touch me. I don't need help from any of you. I was alone when you know who kidnapped and crushed all my dreams till a muse. I just want Calliope back.
You overcame so much on your own. You should be praised. I'm done throwing stones. Please believe me. Do you see me bowing down to you, my queen? Underworld, I hereby concede. You wanted blood, well, there's no more to bleed. Your queen's above that. Now I get that. But can you help Persephone? Help a lost little girl.
Brought the moon down a bit. It's like it's supposed to be a club.
So it appears. If what you told the chorus is true, why do you think Calliope came to you that night?
Maybe she thought I could help her. She must have been nearby when whatever happened.
I see. All right, Grace. Come with me.
It was like we dampened a little bit of the ice off of the ice. Well,
Calliope came to me years
Glazier.
ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight.
troublemaker, huh?
I knew how she felt. So I gave her the apartment.
So you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the truth.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
Do you still think I did it?
So what now? Do you still think I'm guilty?
You're clever. You let me win our showdown, and that's a solid move. Calliope may well have chosen you.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
One of us.
I had a feeling it might be an idol.
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how he might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
Interesting.
Wait. Did you say magic?
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation, and yet magic is beyond belief?
Sure.
Sure, I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Some would say our powers are also magic, but true magic is a different and older power. Hecate's domain.
And it was of no use here.
We shouldn't rule it out. We haven't tried everything yet.
Did Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have. What?
Come on, give me a list.
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
Yes, but enough to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
Couldn't we go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus...
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
She won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence?
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
What about Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty, don't you think?
That is true.
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Well,
Athena has one goal, and one goal only, to protect the idols. And that included Calliope. She'll eventually drive us all mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
I don't know. Jumping to conclusions there.
What about Pan? He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I left the chorus.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
He has one, that's for certain. Though I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is odd.
For all I know, either one of you could have done it and you're just playing along.
Apollo is capable of many things, but lying? He was never any good at it.
Whereas we know how capable you are of murder.
It would suck if Apollo is a murderer.
Okay, this
The
isn't...
one and only god I killed deserved it.
Right. Sorry I brought it up. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope
Bitch.
died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to me?
Please, both of you. None of this will help Calliope. I know you both miss her. I know you cared about her, but she's not completely gone.
Come
Piece of her
on.
is in
Come
me.
on.
She came to me for help, and I don't want to die any more than she did.
Wishes their powers. It's a sing along.
Calliope, I'm listening.
Troy Baker.
Tell us what end you were doomed to.
Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed you.
I have a feeling I'm gonna have to do 3 playthroughs of this game to really get the full story.
How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
You say that you knew her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen with a
Oh shit.
go bitter with fury, not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this.
Please remember what we are here to do.
We must avenge our muse.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries
It's
till
far
it's
too
too
late.
late.
You know how far I bent before I
I'm trapped.
snapped.
This is
is
not
not
about
about
you.
you.
Enough! This helps no one.
There he is, God of the sun.
Apollo, for my sake, take a deep breath.
Calm down.
I need your help, not your anger. These old wounds, they confine you. You're more than your pain.
She abandoned us.
Follow him or stay.
I was about to say, I hope it didn't glitch.
That was not my finest moment. Persephone will never let this go.
What the hell was that? You were one step away from full thunder and lightning.
Old
That's
man
Zeus's
style,
territory.
especially around my family. That's why I've tried to avoid my fellow idols for so long. I don't like who I am when I'm with them.
Understandable. They're Greek gods. It's a little bit of trickery with that. I mean, your father was a man whore, so let's be honest.
You'd think being thousands of years old would make idols more mature. And yet...
Oh, I've forgotten 10 lifetimes by now. Perhaps my maturity was in one of those. At least coming here was useful. You have a better idea of where to start looking, right?
And where is that?
I need to give it some thought. This won't be easy. If another idol is behind this, they know as well. They had a plan.
So you don't know where to look next.
I need time to sort it out. Just be patient, Grace.
Depends on what idols are still alive.
I have to ask, is Athena really not an option? She wouldn't see what you see? At all?
I mean, come on.
Respect Athena. She has dragged us into the modern age, sometimes kicking and screaming. She's why we're alive. But if I said that her need to keep us safe didn't drive her to extremes, I'd be lying. You represent a risk, Grace. To her, that is more important than any notion of compassion or justice.
It's understandable. I'm not going to say what I want to say because it's too political, but it's understandable.
I'm not that much of a risk, am I? I won't explode. What's the worst that could happen?
The worst is that we could be admitting either a murderer or a usurper into our ranks.
How awful.
She's protecting an idea as much as a physical reality. It's true. To her, there is no difference.
I thought you'd decide that getting me into the underworld was enough.
What? Bring you to Persephone and then shrug? Not my problem now?
What I meant to say is... thank you.
Oh,
There you go.
you're welcome.
Sorry, I'm not used to asking people for help.
It's all right.
It's weird playing a girl.
I certainly know that too.
Even
Is there
though
anything I can do in the meantime?
most RPGs we
Someplace
play
I
as
can
girls.
Don't you want to relax? You haven't rested since this began.
Relax? Who can relax? I've been sentenced to death, Apollo.
Fair point. Even so, go home, Grace. The next time you see me, I'll have a better notion of what to do.
This is day one still, right?
But I'm holding you to that.
Or is this day 2? Is this considered day 2? God of the Sun. Act 2. I wonder how many acts there are. I'm assuming this is a 4, maybe a 5-act story.
Hey, Freddy. Have you been waiting up this whole time?
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is on the line. And I'm gonna, what, sleep? What if you were taken prisoner, kept in a cave by a cyclops, or I don't know, turned into a tree? I was worried sick.
We're probably going to go the Apollo route, so turn into a
A
tree.
tree? That's random.
Yeah, Apollo kept chasing this woman named Daphne, and it doesn't matter. Important thing is, you're back.
I met Apollo tonight, actually.
What? No way. Okay, all right. You have to tell me everything that happened. Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up siding with Apollo? Lord of the Sun, god of prophecy? Do you trust him?
I'm not sure. I think so. It doesn't seem like he's lying, but he's hard to read.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it.
So, what are your options? You need to go back to Apollo's place, right?
I could go back to the underworld. Make sure Persephone isn't taking my decision personally.
Oh, and, there's this.
So I had two choices.
Pan left a card, says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
I just spoke to him at the underworld. If he wanted something, why didn't he just talk to me there?
Because he's creepy and wants to get you alone.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddie.
The muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
Interesting.